Baylor men's basketball has released the non-conference slate for the 2025-2026 season. It goes as follows. I apologize for looking down because I cannot memorize all this stuff. And granted, we do not know the times or the TV stations for all these games yet, to be honest. So you just gotta keep that in mind. There is actually a practice game in Waco, Texas at Foster Pavilion against Grand Canyon University, October 10th at 4 p.m. Central Time. As we all know, Scott Drew's brother, Bryce Drew, is the head coach over there, and Grand Canyon is actually in the Mountain West starting this year. Okay, the next practice game is against Indiana in Indianapolis, Indiana. At Gamebridge Fieldhouse, October 26th. So that it's good to see where we're at in terms of like a quote road game ish before the regular season starts, to be honest. Now, the regular season starts with UTGRV at home, November 3rd, November 9th, at home against Washington, and that's a home and home series with them starting this year. November 14th is a rematch with Tarleton State. Then the next 3 games will be in Las Vegas. We do not know that last game at all on November 26th or /27th. By the way, we do not know, and all those 3 games will be in Las Vegas. The first 2 we definitely know. Creighton, November 24th, 1 p.m. Central Time. And there's obviously St. John's the next day at 4 p.m. Central Time. And it depends on results of both of those games as well as the other ones going on in the Players Era Festival. That's kind of how they determine it for the last game. We just don't know who it is. Then we're back home against Sacramento State on December 2nd. So they're going to have essentially 6 to 5 days of in between games. And then you have to go on the road to Memphis and the FedEx Forum. December 6th, 3:30 p.m. Central Time on CBS. And that's a 4-year series with them. The bookends will be at Memphis, while the in the between is actually at Baylor. Then it's a rematch against Norfolk State, December 10th, 11 a.m. Central Time. December 19th is against Alcorn State. That game is at home. Southern is at home on December 21st. Then Arlington Baptist. They're actually a Division II because I did look it up, and yeah, they're quote NAIA, but they compete in men's basketball at the Division II level. So it's a rematch from last year. And then obviously Valentine's Day, aka February 14th, which is also my birthday. It's against Louisville in Fort Worth, Texas, in Dickies Arena. So as you can tell, the majority of the non-conference is in the state of Texas. And even if you want to include the practice game against Indiana, go right ahead, and it's still the majority. So it's good to see where we're at. And I will break this down here. Like Louisville ran at 64, 27-8 last year. Creighton ran at 32, 25-11 last year. St. John's 31-5 last year, ran at 32. Memphis 29-6 last year, ran at 64. Norfolk State 24-11 last year, ran at 64. And their loss in the NCAA tournament was against Florida, the champions. Notice UTGRV 16-15, Southern 20-12, Washington 13-18, Tarleton State 12-20, Sacramento State 7-25, Alcorn State 11-20, and then Arlington Baptist as Division II, they were 10-13 last year. So I do think it is beneficial to have some games that we need to work on ourselves. Though you cannot sleep on Norfolk State by any means, because they're a good program in men's basketball when you look at their history and making the tournament in the past. But still. it's good to see where we're at with some of these other games, as well as try to get some ample opportunities for some resume boosting wins for the NCAA tournament here. This is besides the conference slate, which we already know the conference slate. We just don't know the times or the days of, and nor the TV stations for all that just yet. So, and if you didn't notice already, in the conference slate, they don't have to go west at all. They either stay in the state of Texas, or to go north and east. So yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see. And I'll break down the full entire schedule once it is entirely released and we know the days of the games and anything like that. But I'm gonna say right now, it's with the Big 12 the way it is, it's gonna be a lot of opportunities to get some NCAA tournament wins and hopefully be a higher seed than last year. In that 8-9 matchup, we want to avoid that again. We want to avoid that situation again, I'm sure. But it's a lot of new. I mean, essentially one guy, but that's like a mid-season enrollee in Cameron Carr. Everybody else is either transfers, freshmen, and all this. So we're going to wait and see what happens. And I will also break down the Baylor men's basketball roster once the season gets closer in terms of the regular season here. So anyways, if you feel like it's content, hit the like, subscribing. See you guys later on the road to 800 subscribers. Of course, ultimate goal is 1,000 more. So remind us, of course, like video, comment video really helps YouTube background. Some more people see us soon. The video does help as well. Some more people can watch. And if watching and not subscribe, hit subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well.